Hi, my name is Susan and welcome to Sketchbook Stories. In this series I'm going to open up the pages of my own sketchbooks to show you exactly what's inside. Let's get stuck in. Hi all, and a huge welcome to this episode of Sketchbook Stories, and today I'm opening the page of one of my little sketchbooks, and this one actually is quite a few years old. It's from 2019. I do label them once I've finished my sketchbooks because I have many sketchbooks that all look the same from the outside. So I tend to put like just a little bit of masking tape on them, washi tape to colour code them, and then maybe a little date as well so I know what they are. And I'm opening the pages here towards the back of the sketchbook, showing you some of the little doodles that I do of forests, and I personally love to have a couple of doodling themes that I come back to again and again. For example, I often like to sketch little houses, or perhaps I'll doodle little fish, but in this particular page I really got into at that point sketching little forests, and I'll show you a couple of pages because there's a few of these in there. We've got these ones and these ones, and essentially what I did for quite a while, quite a few months, was every time I wanted to do some sketching, I've got my small little moleskin sketchbook. So this is a hardback pocket moleskin sketchbook. I'm a big fan of these. I have many of them hanging around. As you can see, I've got lots of them here that I use. And this is my sort of daily doodling, small drawing, take out to cafes, fit in little pockets of time sketchbook. So I've got sketchbooks for all sorts of occasions, sketchbooks when I go out, sketchbooks where I'm painting, sketchbooks where I'm doodling. So this is one of my doodling projects. And essentially all I did is every time I came to one of these pages, I'd grab a pen, and I like to use a fountain pen. This is my Lamy Safari sort of yellow pen. It's very well used. I'll draw a shape like this diamond shape, perhaps a rectangle, these kind of oval shapes. So I'll just draw a shape to start me off. So you can see I've had a little practice again here. And then I will repeat very similar motifs again and again within that shape. So you can see here we've got this kind of shape. And these are all floral type shapes. And all I do is draw an outline, and then within that outline I play with adding these little shapes again and again, and I find this incredibly relaxing because I'm not reinventing the wheel every time I come to the sketchbook. What I mean by that is I'm not having to think about what to sketch because I have a theme. I've got something I'm doing these little forests, and I repeat them again and again and again, and I would just repeat my different little shapes several times over. So you can see here I've got this kind of wibbly tree with an oval shape, and I've repeated it here several times. Got this sort of leaf shape, and what I normally have is a selection of motifs that I just sort of happen to repeat again and again, these kind of things. So I would just take a few of these, create a shape, and repeat again and again and again. And so there's variation in that each time I start a sketchbook page, I start with a different frame and a different initial shape to work within. And then I repeat my little doodle, floral, foliage, leaf shaped things, put them in different places, and I'm away. And it's just a really fun, relaxing way of connecting with your sketchbook, repeatedly doing the same thing again. So it's incredibly mindful. And I would do something like I would go to a coffee shop, grab a coffee, just take this and this with me, draw an outline, and then just repeat some of these shapes and just keep creating. And that repetition causes that creativity to sort of happen. The more you repeat something, the more you find nuances, different ways of laying out a page, different ways of creating and having fun. And those are my little doodle forests. I love these little pages in my sketchbook, and this is a theme I'll come back to every now and again and just draw a couple more, and I find it ever so relaxing. So that is my little sketchbook from 2019 with its little doodle forests in it, and a little bit of an explanation for how I create them so that you can perhaps have a go at it as well. I hope you find that interesting, looking into the pages pages of my sketchbooks, and I will see you again soon.